Hey guys, this is the Ultimate Warrior, and in this video I wanted to do another lesson from Anime Expo 2017. And this lesson is going to be geared more towards casual cosplayers who are really trying to get into cosplay and do maybe like a full-blown outfit, or people who are cosplaying for the first time, especially to you guys who are flying to Anime Expo. And that's, consider your cosplays and plan accordingly. And what I mean by that is you need to take the background, or like the situation. I wouldn't even call it that, but you just need to take into account all possible factors when going to Anime Expo. Now, from my personal experience and the experience of a lot of people there that I've seen, it is hot at AX. It was really hot this year, and I think it's been hot for the last few years from what I've seen. So yeah, if you're going to go in a cosplay, you better check the type of fabrics you're using or the type of cosplay that you have. Because you don't want to have to walk around with some hot thing on. Now, I'm not discouraging anybody from doing certain cosplays. If you want to do one that's kind of a large, heavier, jacketed, or uniformed cosplay, more power to you. Hey, I did Abraham von Helsing, and I enjoyed it. Although I didn't have my wig because it didn't come in on time. But, I'll just say, if you're going to go that far and wear heavier cosplays, then just kind of be prepared. Keep water on you, or make sure you're staying hydrated and cool and whatnot. Take a break to kind of de-stress. Take the wig off, take the jacket off, or change into something if you have to. Because no one wants to be passing out while you're at Anime Expo. And, the opposite is true as well. I found that it gets pretty cold at night in Los Angeles. I've heard it once from another cosplayer who was giving tips, but I was kind of thinking, oh, it can't be that cold. When I get there, no, it's pretty windy. It's not ice freezing, but it's enough to make you wearing a jacket. But, so I keep that in mind if you're going to be out late at night and you're doing cosplays. If you're doing something that has as little skin as possible, as little clothes as possible, showing as much skin as you can, and you're walking around and you ain't got a jacket on, and it's outside and it's 8 or 9 o'clock, then yeah, I would just be prepared for the wind chills that happen. And also, depending on the type of accuracy you're going for in your cosplays, and if you want the props and whatnot, keep those in mind too. Because unless you get like a storage locker, which I personally didn't, because I kept thinking maybe someone wanted to take my picture at any given moment, which I've only took one picture there. But sorry, I didn't really plan this out too much, what I was going to say, or at least down to a T. But I kept my everything on me, because you just never knew what to expect. It would suck to bring props, have them in a storage locker or space, have someone wanting to take your picture, and you are unarmed for the photograph. So that's why I kept my rifles, or my gun, my Abraham von Helsing gun, on my side and one on my back. But you also got to consider they're going to be giving away free stuff there. So unless you're blessed to have someone who could hold your things, you're going to be holding that stuff. And even trying to find the locker space, if it's your first time, that could be a hassle too. And sometimes, I know this year they gave away like these giant backpacks or drawstring things. They're like giant, like plastic, paperish type of backpacks. They're not like something you want to be using like around college or around town all the time, because they can easily break, but it's something to hold your stuff in. So just keep that in mind if you got props, especially if you got something like a gun prop on your back. Yeah, because unless you got someone to hold them for you, and you're the type of person like me who wants to keep all of their stuff on them at all times, that stuff can get pretty weighty. And consider the crowd. It was over 100,000 people there again this year. And, it's packed. It's not too packed, but it's packed enough. You might be bumping into people or whatnot. People can bump into you. What else? You got, not everyone there are nice people. They might take this opportunity to steal something from you, and just you wouldn't know it. If it's crowded and people bump into you, they might get you distracted or whatever. So the more stuff you carry, the more likely you are to be disorganized. The more disorganized you are, the greater chance of you losing something, or someone stealing something from you happens. Like I said, I went as Abraham von Helsing, and while I liked it, it was so hot, and carrying all of that stuff with me, I couldn't take it. I had to leave the con early and put something on that was more comfortable, which was like a spin-off of Okabe Rentado from Steins Gate, lab coat, and gloves and whatnot. Much more maneuverable and less props. Do I regret it? Nope. That was easily my best cosplay. But it's something to consider. And I didn't even have the wig at that time. I can't imagine having to wear that wig in the heat. So yeah, and this goes back to another thing with flying. Remember, you have to carry all that stuff with you. And this, if you check out my other lesson from AX video about minimizing your luggage, yeah, extra props take up extra space. I had to put one of my props in a second luggage, and pretty much had to get a second luggage for my boots and my extra props and stuff. So this year I'm trying to minimize my luggage, and by that I mean not have 2 roll-ons, because that can be a hassle throughout the airport to carry all of that stuff. So my thing is for next year is, if I can't fit it all in a backpack that can go on my back, it's probably not going to come with me. So there's that. I'm trying to think if there was anything else. I think I hit the high points. So yeah, if I'm not trying to discourage you. I'm just trying to say, consider the situation and plan accordingly. A lot of people go there, they'll go out and about, and they'll dress up in super heavy stuff, and people will get their photographs and whatnot. Maybe ask for interviews. But, a lot of those people, well, some of them I would think they've done this for a little bit longer. They might live in the area, so it's a bit easier for them to maneuver and whatnot. They might have drove there or took the bus. So yeah, these are just some things to consider. But pretty much the main points are, when you're choosing your cosplay, keep in mind these few things. It's going to be hot during the day, it's going to get cold during the night, and it's going to be a crowd. So once you take all 3 things into consideration, then you can try to work to see what cosplay would work best for you, and how you would react. Again, if you can wear a giant suit, I don't know, one of those Transformer suits or whatnot, and have the props, or you're dedicated to do it, go ahead. But if it's your first, second time cosplaying, first time going to AX, I don't think it would hurt to take it easy. Again, it's all about cosplaying and having fun, and going as the character you like and relate to or whatnot. So if you want to do something very difficult, more power to you. But from my personal experience, I would just really think about what you want to do and how it will be there. Sorry, this kind of seemed a little bit jumbled up. Again, if you have any questions about this particular video, leave them in the comments below. I'll try my best to get back to you. If you just have any other questions about my experience at Anime Expo 2017, leave a comment below, and I'll most likely make a video about it. I like it when the topics come in and they're kept fresh, because I really do hope these will help someone. People might not be looking at these videos now, but come sometime in January, maybe February, probably about March, April, then yeah, you'll see a lot of people probably look up Anime Expo tips, and mine aren't really labeled as tips but lessons, but whatever. So hopefully if you're watching this in I don't know, May or something, hopefully not May, that's kind of close to the date, but May, if you're watching this in January, at least I hope that this would help if you're trying to go to Anime Expo 2018. So yeah, guys, that is it for now. I'm going to cut this video off and work on the next YouTube video, most likely. So if you somehow happen to like this video, or you're a fan of video games / Ultimate game stuff in general, or even a fan of drink testing, taste testing, toys, reviews, stuff like that, then feel free to check out the rest of my channel. And if you happen to like what you see, then please leave a like, comment, share, subscribe, do what you gotta do, and I will see you guys in the next video. Alright guys, talk to you later. Bye.